What's going on? We're about to get PrimeTime Fitz in here. He's a veteran, so I would love to have him on my live tonight. So he'll be coming in shortly. All right, well, hey, while we're here, thank you to all of the veterans out there that served this country, man. I really do appreciate you and what you have done and the sacrifice that you have made for me and my family to have all of the luxuries that we have. Like it's really cool. It's great. Like, you know, I wish that I would have done that myself. Like, I wish that I would have served in my country. You know, I wish I would have. I didn't. I'm not a veteran, but you know, one of my good friends, Tim Weimer, great friend of mine. He served in the military, and he passed away this year of COVID. And like today's kind of been rough because I've been thinking about him a lot. Great trainer, great guy, and you know, I miss the dude. Also, my friend, he was a senior chief in the Navy. His name was Ponce. He passed away too. Great guy, extremely good friend of mine. And I saw on Facebook that he passed away too. So it's kind of sad. You know, lost some veterans. Ponce didn't pass away today. He passed away a couple of days ago, but it was sad, and you know, it was kind of, it is what it is. They passed away. I do miss them though. They were great friends of mine. Hey, oh, look at you with your microphone over there. Flag up,
right? How's it coming in?
I think that's coming in great, dude. Are you using your earbuds on that?
No. This is actually coming from.
Dude, that is loud when you do that, just so you know. Let's see if we can get that flag in there. Oh, the flag's a little bit too high.
It's too high? Okay, we're going to lower it.
But yeah, Mr. Primetime Fitz, he served his country, and I appreciate everything that he's done. My friend Mike Evans, he served his country, appreciate it. We'll just say O, because I don't know if he wants to be named, but Mr. O served his country. Like, I appreciate you. Daryl served the country. I appreciate you. Like, I hope I don't miss anyone that served the country, man. I really do appreciate everything that you've done and the sacrifices that you have made. Let's check back in with Sean.
Hold on a second. I'm trying to get it to where I can hear the audio in my ear. Hold on.
Look at you all spiffy. I'll put you on the camera.
Hold on a second.
That flag is looking good now, bro.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, happy Veterans Day. I didn't tell you earlier. I guess I should have. That's my fault. I'm sorry.
Well, I appreciate it.
I did text Mike. And told him, and he was all like, man, I appreciate that. So
there we go. You still hear me?
Yeah, still hear you great.
Wait. All right. So, yes, it is Veterans Day.
So today's the last day of the drawing for JC, right?
It is. JC was actually going to be over here. See that there's bothering me. I'm going to move it over. See, I'm a perfectionist when it comes to that.
Yeah, it's not centered. But JC, the one that I was telling y'all to vote for the truck. Big news is that I seen that he's now become an instructor himself, or a trainer / instructor himself. So that's awesome.
Yes, it is. Hold on.
Got a lot of hold-ons over there. Now about 1 inch higher with the camera.
If we go 1 inch higher with the camera.
Dude, you're almost there to the top of it. There you go. That's perfect, dude.
Bingo. Now
That's looking good. So how was your time in the service, man? How long did you do? Like, I don't know none of that. What did you do in the service? If you don't mind me asking.
No, I don't mind you asking. I mean, everybody ends up asking. I mean, that's what it is to serve your country. I mean, everybody's curious because I mean, only 1% of the population really do it. So initially, you got to be like, flexing like yours is bigger.
No, I had to pull out a mic, man. You're over here flexing on me with your cool mic set up.
I know, right? Can't beat it for $7. But
No,
I
nice.
initially, actually, hold on. I need to copy the stream, and I'm going to. I got to do something real quick. Stand by.
Stand by.
Yep.
But
stand by means to stand by.
But right now, I'm back to my training now. I'm having a lot of people ask me to train them. So like I'm trying to get with the messages all taken care of on my other phone. And I pretty much got a lot of that stuff taken care of. So if you're coming to Prime and you're putting me down on the application as a referral, then I'm trying to get everything situated so I can make sure that I get you on my truck. So I have like 3 or 4 guys in line right now and making sure that they all clear the background checks and stuff like that to come to Prime, and trying to make sure that they're on my truck because right now there is a lot of students here. There's a lot of
Yes,
students.
there are.
And we're having trouble getting everyone a trainer. That's why I kind of put out that video yesterday on becoming a trainer for people, is that I figured that if I talked about becoming a trainer, maybe I could talk just that one person into becoming a trainer. So, if they wanted to know anything, if anyone wants to become a trainer out there and y'all have questions about it, jump on PrimeTime Fitz or my channel. Send me an email, text message. We will help you out.
We will help you out any way what we can.
So, don't be scared to come talk to us. If you see us on the pad, don't be scared to come talk to us. I might not know what you say. Like today, I had some guys. There's a lot of people out there, man. I'm not a big public speaker. So I had some guys coming out of the classroom and they're all like, "Twisted Big D." And I'm all like, hi.
He's not used to his celebrity status.
Oh, I'm not a celebrity. But like it was shocking. Like I was not expecting that. I was like, wow. Hey guys, what's up?
All right, so we are
Hey Hans, what's going on, man? How's it going, dude? Hans is in here.
Back to it. So you asked the whole deal, like why I joined and that whole story.
Yeah, let's hear the whole story of how Mr. Primetime Fitz got all the way into the Navy.
So the Navy came before Primetime Fitz, I'll tell you that right now. But initially, so as it is with my generation, we had, the same thing with your generation too. I mean, we had something of which not very many generations have. We had a motivating factor. So that motivating factor for me was 9/11. So I remember everything about that day. I remember whenever I was in California, I remember being woken up by my mom. She came in and started shaking me saying, we're being bombed. So you're just like, crap. So I woke up.
How old were you?
I was in 8th grade. So shoot. How old are you when you're in 8th grade? I don't even flipping remember. 13. I think 13.
13.
Does that make sense? So, but
I don't
anyway,
know.
because my youngest brother was a year old at the time because he was born in 2000 and we're 12 years apart. So 13, if my math is right. But I was in 8th grade. I remember like I said, I remember everything. It is vivid. But I remember getting woken up on my mom saying that we were being bombed. I remember going to the TV. I remember watching the second plane hit the tower. I remember watching that because I can see it as it was coming in. And I remember being just completely just pissed off. And from that point, just completely pissed. And I remember the rest of the day, because even my mom had contacted my dad and said that, asked him like, what should we do? Should we send the kids to school? Everything like that. And he was like, yeah, everything's happening on the East Coast. But at the time, there were still rumors that were out there that were saying that there's a possibility that there were planes and bombs that were going to be going off in LA. So, I mean, it was all over the place. Then obviously this was way before social media and everything like that. So, I remember going to school and having the TV on the entire day, watching the towers fall. Like I said, I remember everything just vividly, and I knew from that point that I knew that I was going to do some type of military service. I knew it, and heck, even my entire high school career, I was in the California Cadet Corps, which is kind of like a JROTC through the California National Guard, and it was like kind of like a high school class. And I remember I was so motivated, wanting to go. All my friends, actually, 5 of my friends, we all made a pact that we were all going to go to the Army. We were all going to enlist in the Army. And mind you, I was 17 at the time. When I ended up joining, or initially, I was 17, so I had to have a permission slip to get in the delayed entry program, which is basically like you're in, but you're not in because you're too young, kind of deal.
How did your parents take that you wanted that slip signed? Did you forge their name?
No, I didn't. I took it to my parents, and I talked with my dad, and I talked with both of them, and I told them exactly what I wanted to do. And I told them, I know I remember having the conversation with them. I remember like when I was a freshman, or I believe, yeah, when I was a freshman, they say I knew what I wanted to do. I knew that I wanted to join the service. I knew I wanted initially to go to the Army because I have background family in both Navy and Army. But my grandfather was was in the Army, and I remember him telling me all this stuff. I still have his pins, like his medals and everything like that. He had given those to me whenever I was younger, and I was really wanting to go to the Army because, like I said, me and my friends, we all made that pact. And my mom refused to sign the permission slip for me to go to the Army. Because you remember at the time, we were very, very deep into Iraq. So we're talking about the time that I was really wanting to go. We're talking about 2004, 2005, the initial push into Baghdad, all that. I was seeing this on TV, and I knew that I wanted to go. And my mom did not. What she was saying is she did not want me basically just to enlist to die. That's the way that she saw it. So when I ended up asking her, I was like, so you want which branch? And she was like, well, Air Force. And I was like, no, I didn't want to do the Air Force. We didn't have a Coast Guard recruiting station at my hometown. And I remember sitting down with my other grandfather, my mom's dad, and I was like talking with him about the decision I wanted to do. And he was like, well, I was in the Navy. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah. And he was served in the Navy. He was a torpedo man.
So you didn't even know he served in the Navy?
He didn't wear it on his sleeve. So, I mean, it wasn't, he joined, so this was after Korea, before Vietnam. So this was right in that aspect. He had talked that he was in Hawaii, but he wasn't as forward with it. He wasn't as gung-ho about it. He became a lot more gung-ho whenever I joined. But whenever I was younger, I had no idea until I had a basic, I wanted some knowledge about it, and I was kind of conflicted which branch I wanted to go to. And he told me that he was Navy. He was actually stationed in Pearl Harbor for 4 years, which was, he was, love that. So, I mean, I was like, wow, that's cool. He did torpedoman, so he was messing with torpedoes. He actually ended up losing a finger because a torpedo rolled on it. Yeah.
So you never knew he was in the military with that missing finger? You never asked him what happened to that
because
finger?
You know what he did? You know, as he told all the grandkids, he told me and my brothers and everything like that, that he got it from picking his nose, that the boogers ate it off.
Oh, hey, it happens, bro. Like, little kids, keep your fingers out your nose, man. The boogers will eat that finger.
Oh yeah,
right off.
that was his finger. Was right there. It was just like that. So even off the right at the second knuckle, or right at the first knuckle, I'm sorry, yeah, right at the second knuckle. And he said he was in the Navy. I was like, okay. And I started doing some research into the Navy. And at that time, I don't know if you remember and right around 2005, 2006, they had the Navy recruiting Accelerate Your Life. Like, it was life, liberty, and the pursuit of all who threaten it. Like, it had Godsmack in the background, like dun 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 dun. Like, it was motivating.
It was like, you're a killer, man. Get out there and get you some. Exactly. Like, you played that video for me not too long ago, and I was all like, wow, that's like,
it makes you, it motivates you, man. Even to this day, I'm just like, all right, let's go. Crap, I'm too fat. So just like, I ended up, I had a buddy of mine, Peter Carter. We were both going to go into the Navy, and he was 1 year ahead of me, and he ended up, for other circumstances, that he didn't go to the Navy. He ended up going to the Air Force, but I was still in the delayed entry program for the Navy. I initially wanted to join to be a corpsman, which is the Navy's medical side. So that's what I initially wanted to join for. And at the time, because the corpsmen work with the Marines, so the our Navy corpsmen, because the Marine Corps doesn't have a medic, they use the Navy corpsmen. So at that time, because we were in Iraq and Afghanistan, the wait time to become a corpsman was almost a 2-year wait. So I would have ended up having to wait almost 2 years. I was going to have to wait almost 2 years to even go to boot camp. So I was like, I really want corpsman. And my recruiter was like, all right, but right now it's going to be a 2-year wait. And I'm like, okay, if something else comes up, hit me up, let me know. And he was like, okay. And at the time I was working at Denny's. And so I was working at Denny's, and I get a call on the way to work. And he calls me and says, hey, what about Master at Arms? And I was like, Master at Arms, what's that? And he was he's like, it's the police. It's the military police for the Navy. And I was like, oh, okay. Why couldn't they just say military police? And he was like, because it's steeped into history. It's the nautical term, even cool. I know, right? It sounds really cool. I thought it was like Master at Arms. I'm like, yeah, that's
I thought you were like some kind of ninja or something.
I know,
like
right? It makes it think of like all kinds of craziness. Like, I'm gonna be like teaming with the SEALs and crap. But I was asking him, like, hey, so Master at Arms? He's like, yeah, military police. Basically, we give you a badge, give you a gun, and you have to enforce the rules and regulations of the Navy. And I'm like, I was like, okay, but I still wanted to do medical. He was like, well, you guys can still respond to medical calls. So I was like, oh, cool. So I joined. I went to boot camp. I was like, okay, I'll take Master at Arms. I left for boot camp August 2006. It was August 23rd, 2006 is when I arrived in Great Lakes, which is Illinois. That's the only place that the Navy actually does their boot camp. And went through boot camp. Went to San Antonio, Texas, Lackland Air Force Base for my military Master at Arms, like the police academy. We call it A school. So I went to A school and down in Lackland. I was there for a while. And then I went to my first duty station because you get basically a dream sheet of all these different places that you can go. And they went based on tier of how good like you were in your class. So like the top guy in the class, like academically and PT and everything like that, he got to choose first. And that was my buddy of mine. He chose Sasebo, Japan. So he went to Japan. And then after that, we had Bahrain. So anybody, especially in the Navy, especially when you're Master at Arms, you always know somebody who's been to Bahrain. So I didn't want to go to Bahrain. I was about the fifth. I was the fifth person to be able to select, and it was a choice between Bahrain and Naval Station Guantanamo Bay. And at the time, I was like, Guantanamo Bay, like, ooh, that's cool. And because initially I was hoping that it was going to be like Iraq. I thought it was like right out of A school. I thought that they were going to be able to give me like Iraq or Afghanistan or something to that effect. And they're like, no, you're gonna have to go to your command first, and then you can register and you can volunteer yourself for an individual augmentee, which is as an IA that you can go on a deployment to Iraq or Afghanistan or anyone that they actually had available. So I was like, okay, cool. So called my mom and told her that I was going to Naval Station Guantanamo Bay. And she starts sobbing because she's like, all she hears on TV is how bad Guantanamo Bay was. Like, oh, no, we don't want to do that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I have no choice. I got to go. So
you broke her heart, bro. She didn't want her baby going over there.
Well, no, nobody knew. It's like, I had no choice. It was the Navy was like, hey, you're going to either go here or you're going to go to Bahrain. And I was like, I really don't want to go to Bahrain. So I was like, yeah, okay, we'll go to Guantanamo. So at 18 years old, I got down to Guantanamo Bay, February 2007. So I'm sorry, I was 19. February 2019. And yeah. So got down to Guantanamo. And what they don't really about Guantanamo was a large naval station. We're talking about 50 square miles. 50 square miles of naval station, which has been there since the Spanish-American War. It's actually our oldest naval station outside the United States. So it's been there for a very, very long time. And that base used to be a training compound for the Caribbean. They used to train like the battleships and everything like that because it has a lot of open bay. So and they also have an air station that was there as well. So I did that. I was down there for a year and a half, and you don't realize how hot it is in Guantanamo. So I got on a rotator, which is a military flight that went from Florida that went down to Guantanamo. And I was thinking like, oh, like 90 miles away. Like, no, this is actually on the southeastern tip of Cuba. So you can't fly over the country of Cuba. You actually have to go around it because it's Cuban airspace, because they're still a communist country. We don't necessarily get along with them all that well. So you have to go all the way around the tip and come back up. So landed in Guantanamo, and I got over there, I said, in February. So it was kind of cool in Jacksonville, because that's where we flew from in Florida, was Jacksonville. It's kind of cool. I had a sweatshirt on. I go to get off the plane in Guantanamo, and I opened the door, and it's like I got hit with a blow dryer. Like, it was hot. And I was like,
Really?
ooh, we're talking about the humidity down there. It would just like suck the living life out of you. It'd suck all your air out of your lungs. And man, that was a oof. But after that, was down there for a while. Loved the guys. I mean, I had so many friends that were down there. Like, if we weren't working, we were at the beach. There are like 8 different beaches that are actually, I'm sorry, more than that. I want to say there's 8 to 10 beaches that are actually on that installation. So you can go beach all the time. You're thinking like it's when you go like white sand beach. No, it's nothing but crushed coral and rock. So in order to go onto the beach, you normally got to wear like boots, or your feet are going to get tore up. But did that, left there August 08, and I went to selected to go to Naval Station SUBCRIBE, Greece, which is on the island of Crete, just south of the Greek mainland. And went down there, had a blast in Greece, had probably too much fun in Greece. But
What did you do?
Extracurricular activities, which would not be good to put on a family channel.
Oh,
But what I did,
I thought maybe you went saw some cool countryside, bungee jumped out of a plane, something.
I did go bungee. We did have a bungee jump. I did bungee jump in Greece.
I'm scared of heights, bro. I ain't doing none of that. Got me messed up. Y'all want to see me scream and cry like a little girl? Get me up somewhere high. I will trip out.
I think it'd be hilarious. You should do it, man. Just jump off.
No, dude, I'd rather do the hot stuff, and I hated the hot stuff. All that hot stuff y'all made me do, I hated that. I was miserable, but I'd rather do that than go up high anywhere. I ain't going. You should see me put up Christmas lights that are probably going to happen pretty soon. I got to get on the roof. All the neighbors come outside because they hear me yelling up there, and I don't even realize I'm saying nothing. I'm
They're gonna be like
yelling, screaming, "You're gonna kill me! Get me on the roof up here!" And like I'm out there yelling and stuff, and all the neighbors are out laughing at me. I feel like I'm gonna die up there.
You're gonna leave your Christmas lights up all year long. That way, you don't just have to get back up on the roof to do it.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, you partying in not Greece.
So we have a naval station. So it's a naval support activity. So basically, it's a jumping off point for people to go to, or for the planes to go to Iraq and Afghanistan, and the boats or the ships to actually come into the bay before they go into the Persian Gulf. So it was more so kind of like a refueling. Sometimes they would refuel on ammo and everything like that before they go into the Persian Gulf. So we had a lot of ship traffic. And whenever I was in Guantanamo, I actually got certified as a diver. So I did scuba diving and everything like that. Man, it was a blast. And so getting around, obviously,
big guys float in water.
Dude, you're telling me, like, in order for me to go down, I had to have at least an extra 20 pounds of weight on me. And I'm talking on top of an 80-pound rig. So an 80-pound rig that goes on your back, so you have your tank and everything like that, plus 20 pounds to get my fat butt to go down to the floor.
Dude, I'm a big guy. Like I can float on that stuff. Like I try to go dive in a pool. I'm just gonna belly flop on the top of the water and just sit there. I ain't going under.
Did that, but I had friends that in Guantanamo that did harbor security. So I wanted to do that. So I wanted to learn how to pilot the boats. So we had these 8-meter ribs, which stands for rigid hull inflatable boat. which basically had two outboard engines that were 250 horsepower each. So these things were stupid fast. We had a 240 or a 240 Bravo that was actually mounted to the front of the boat, basically to provide security for assets that were entering the bay there in Suda. So if we needed to escort in like an LHD, which is a flat top, which isn't as big as a carrier, but it's basically the carrier's little brother, big, huge boats that would come in, we would have to clear out the Greek nationals that were on that were in the bay. That way that boat could come in and put itself at anchorage. So we would go out and provide security for that boat coming in and out, provide escort. So we did a lot of fun stuff with that. Had a lot of fun going through the Coxswain Academy that was down there, which, if y'all didn't know, the word coxswain is the name for a person who pilots the boat. So I went through the Coxswain Academy, that went down there, had a blast. After I got done in Greece, I was able to select orders again, and I wanted to come back stateside. I wanted to work my way back to California because I hadn't been stationed in California, and that was where my family was and everything like that. I wanted to get back over there. So we had there's a naval station, or it's actually it's an air wing that's in Oklahoma City at Tinker Air Force Base, which is a nuclear asset protection. So it's a big boat, or it's a big aircraft that is used to communicate with submarines when basically doomsday comes. So basically doing 360 security on the aircraft, did that. Was there for 4 years, which I always thought was weird because everybody thought it was weird, especially the people even living in Oklahoma, that especially in Oklahoma City, and that they're looking around and they see a whole bunch of Navy guys. They're like, what the heck is the Navy doing in the middle of Oklahoma? And then we'd always mess with them. And there's a lake that's just outside the base, which is called Lake Stanley Draper. And we would always joke around with the locals saying like, oh no, there's a submarine. If there's a submarine that's over in Lake Draper. And then you'd get the gullible civilians that would be like, really? And we're like, yeah, like, if you guys hadn't seen it, it's there. He's like, you know what? And you get a few of them, they'll be like, you know what? I thought I saw one over there before. So like we would just keep pushing, like we would just let him just keep going, like, yeah. There's a submarine that's over there. Yeah, we're just there.
Why y'all picking on the civilians?
Hey man, it's just
like
gold.
I would have believed
you got to
too.
pass the time somehow. How else would we be able to explain that the Navy was in the middle of the United States? No water, a landlocked state. How else were we going to explain that? You see all the blue, like there was no blue in Oklahoma except a lake. So we did that because it's a naval aircraft, because initially it was an Air Force mission, and Air Force and the Navy really didn't communicate very well, because the Air Force is supposed to communicate with the naval sub, and they're like, okay, we're just going to make this a Navy mission, so Navy talks to Navy. So we did that. I did that for 4 years. And then after that, I was able to go back down to Guantanamo, and went to Guantanamo a second time. Had a ball down there again. Was there with a little bit more rank this time, so I was more so one of the patrol supervisors. I was able to have a little bit of a cushier job than what I did before. I got certified armorer and all that mess, and then after I got done there, I went to the naval station the naval hospital in Bremerton, Washington. So that's where I finished out my career, was at the naval station in Bremerton, Washington, doing hospital security. So all in all, spending 9 years in the Navy, that's basically all of what I did. And I've had a lot of friends along the way, lost a few people. And I'll go even on this because we're reaching out to some people here. Veteran suicide is a very big thing. We have 22 veterans commit suicide on a daily basis. And that is something that I hold near and dear. I've had quite a few that have passed away from suicide. I've actually had a few friends. Actually, as a matter of fact, I've lost more of my veteran buddies to suicide than I have them passing or dying in combat. I've had a few that have died in combat, but I've had more now that have committed suicide. And this is a very, very serious deal. So whenever any veterans that are out there, we always want to reach out to our brothers. We always want to make sure that they're doing fine, because transitioning out of the military is not necessarily the easiest thing in the world. You're transitioning out of something that you have known from the age of 18, normally from fairly young, to now it's gone. It's not there anymore. It's a different way of leaving a job. You're not really leaving a job. You're leaving an entire life and a family. And it almost feels like a divorce. It feels like you can't talk to your guys anymore the same way that what you did. So, I mean, it's a tough deal to transition out. And that's when you're having the guys having trouble with what they do. And that's why I was really happy that Prime is a big veteran company. We're a veteran owned company, and they really reach out to the veteran side. That's why we have veteran incentives for the veterans that actually come out here. Instead of having to do the 12-month contract, you can do a 9-month contract. We're actually like I said, a veteran owned company. Robert Lowe is a Marine Corps vet. Steve Wicke, our executive vice president of sales, he's an Army vet. We have veterans that are here. This is the big. And whenever I got out of the military, I was looking for that brotherhood. I missed that brotherhood, that cohesion. And I got even some with the police department. Yeah, it was there, but it wasn't in the same way of what it was in the military. Same thing with corrections, that there was a brotherhood there, but it wasn't near what it was whenever I was in. I found that brotherhood here. I found that brotherhood in trucking, and I found that brotherhood at Prime.
What are some perks that you get here at Prime for being a veteran? Because I see those nice little stickers y'all got around.
We got stickers. We have, and the thing is with Prime too, you're allowed to customize the truck the way you want. Now, on the company side, you do have to try to make it to where it's the way that you got it whenever you turn it in. But the lease guys, like, we have quite a few trucks that are out here. That there's a Navy truck, we have some Marine Corps, we have some Army, we have some Air Force, we have some Coast Guard. All the different branches are represented here. And I'll say this is like, it's that type of a family. If you look at the statistics, the same percentage of people that end up signing up for the military are the same percentage that sign up for truck driving. It's that 1%. It's the 1% of people that are out here that will sign on the dotted line to raise their hand to defend their country, is the same amount of people that are going to come out here and haul this freight. And it's
sound like some bikers, man. Those little, not those little, but they sound like those 1% bikers over there causing all that trouble. Y'all coming over here causing trouble at Prime?
Shoot, I ain't doing that. I'll tell you this though, veterans, we have a very much a sense of service. We have a passion for serving, and that's what really in truck driving is. You're serving the public still, because you're providing anything that you have touched, even from eating to cars, everything that you touch on a daily basis at one time or another was hauled by a truck.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I've seen that. And also the side of it was too, from the veteran side of it, there's a different type of person that you have whenever you being a vet. We're self-motivated, we're determined, loyal. It takes very little management for us to do what we have to do. If you give us our set parameters, you give us our mission, we're going to execute that mission in the best way of what we can. So you have a tenacity. It works for this job. And the thing is too, a lot of veterans, like, we tend to be antisocial. So whenever you're allowed to go out there and drive and be alone and work our demons out, it works. It is one of the, I'm grateful every day that I was able to find truck driving. And heck, I was recommended to Prime from a vet. One of my veteran buddies that I was stationed with in Guantanamo, I was like, hey, dude, I'm looking at going into truck driving. If you were to do truck driving, if you were to start off from the beginning, what company would you go with? And he said that I would go with Prime. He says they tend to see that they take care of their people. And they're one of the companies that I would actually go with. And I was like, cool, man, that's what I'm doing. And I've been here ever since.
How about the guys that are doing like drill weekend and stuff like that? Like, are we able to, how much of a guarantee do we have to get those guys home? Like, is it like, hey, you might miss a drill here or there, or are we getting them home for every single drill period, making sure they make it there?
I won't say the Prime is perfect. I'm sure that there are times that a drill member isn't able to try to make it back. But I'll say this, that Prime does get in trouble whenever that member is not able to get back for drill. So the thing is, we do accommodate that. You can still get home for drill, especially the guys reservists. We have quite a few that are reservists, especially in Missouri. We have quite a few reservists that come through that end up having to go there 1 weekend a month, and they come in, they make sure that they can get to where they need to go and rock and roll. So I mean, there's an accommodation for reserves. We've actually received several awards from the state of Missouri whenever it comes to hiring veterans, hiring reservists, and everything like that. And the other side of it was too is like Prime does give their little stickers that whenever you come in, whenever you get your own truck, you can go to the company store and there's a veteran sticker that we'll actually put on the side of the truck. Now, I'm actually talking because I am on the driver advisory board, and we're trying to revamp some of that stuff. We're trying to get some new stickers. Then we're trying to do some new graphics, some new incentives. There's a couple of things that are in the works that I can't necessarily talk about right now, just because it's still not set in stone yet. But we're working on some stuff to really put forth the effort and show that we're all about the veterans here at Prime.
So back to the reservists.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Whenever they're sending them home for the drill weekend, because it's once a month they have that. So is that considered that their home time for that month?
I don't believe so. I'd have to talk to my fleet manager to find that out. I don't think that they consider that a home time kind of deal, because it's completely separate from home time.
So like if they're a company driver and they get 4 days off, I don't know how long drill is. Maybe I have no idea.
1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year.
So 1 weekend a month. Okay, so for that whole weekend, that's 2 days. Probably takes you a day to get there and a day back home, if it's not in the same town you live in. So would they give a company driver like 8 days off so he can just take his home time that same week?
I'm not 100% on that. I'd have to get back to you on it, but I know that I don't believe that they would actually consider, like I said before, I don't think they consider that a home time kind of deal. I think they consider that drill. So I don't think it's going to be held against them. I don't think that it's going to be anything like that. It's going to be drill. So I'm sure, but also if you take time after that, I'm sure that they'll consider that to be actually home time. But I don't believe that they actually consider that home time. They're just going to be able to get you where you need to get.
And on like what's on the mileage that veterans have to do during TNT? Like if a veteran comes in here, isn't it less mileage? No, maybe it's the year contract. Is the year contract?
The contract is 1 year, is 1 year less than what everybody else has to do.
Okay, so it's a shorter contract.
It is a shorter contract. It's a shorter contract in 9 months. And I will say on this, what I ended up doing too, whenever I got here, because that first year, whenever you come into a new job, especially you're getting used to things, the money isn't necessarily coming in just yet. So what I was actually able to do is I went and I turned around and used it to get my degree. So I used my GI Bill because I didn't use it whenever I was in the Navy. Got out, used the GI Bill to get my degree, and that actually ends up being a subsidized income or an extra set of income because we get BAH for being a full-time student. So ended up getting my degree while I was out here, and the military paid for it, and it actually ends up it worked out pretty well. It gave me that extra little boost that I needed my first year being out of the Navy, or actually first year being here.
Yeah.
But
how was
so
it?
did you have any veteran family members that served, or you have
Me?
anybody that yeah?
Oh man, I come from a huge family. So like I'm sure that somebody did somewhere. I know my cousin did for sure, but like the older generation in my family, we're such a big family. Like I have a whole bunch of aunts and uncles, and like it's a broken family over there. So like
Right.
pretty much they don't stay together. My wife's grandparents on her father's side, both of it, her grandmother and her great grandfather, they were both in the service, and they both retired from it. I think her grandmother outranked her grandfather. She was, I believe, a major.
Oh wow.
And they were both in the Army. And he retired from there, and then he started working for the people that do the insurance for the military. He was making sure that the military guys were getting their benefits, and that they I don't know, like making sure if you were disabled, you got paid for being disabled. Like he was
So working
big
with the
into
VA
that.
for the benefit side of things.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. He did all that, and he was high ranking in that, and he was probably, from what I understand, he was one of the top ones.
Oh wow, that's cool. So I mean, that's a big deal. And I think there's veterans that are all over the place. I mean, there's some people that we wear it. There's some people that they don't. But the thing is, and I always like to give a shout out, especially to the Vietnam vets. The Vietnam vets, they are a different breed in and of their own. They weren't treated the same way, because I mean, I had the red carpet rolled out for me whenever I got out. I mean, I'm telling you, everything was, I mean, from housing to everything like that. Like everything was basically given to me. It's like the support was just tremendous. And the Vietnam vets, they didn't get that. They came home to basically a nation that hated them, that thought that, and they hated them for just because that they were doing what their country told them to do. So I mean, I always like to give a shout out, and I always like to thank the Vietnam vets and the World War II vets too. That there's so few of them that are left. Anytime that I see a World War II vet, I'm always going out of my way to be like, "Hey, thank you for your service, man." Like, get some war stories off of them, just like talking and everything like that, because it's still that brotherhood. And the thing is, even like on the veteran side, you can walk up to another vet and you can have that cohesion, that there's an instant bond because of the fact that you shared a similar experience. So it's a big deal. It's a brotherhood. It's a family, and we got to make sure that we take care of our family. Even like I said, especially whenever it comes to the Vietnam guys, like anytime you end up seeing a Vietnam vet, make sure you just go up there, shake their hand, thank them for their service, because those guys deserve it, man.
Yeah. I was taking Tim Weimer really hard today. Like I was taking that hard today because he's one of the vets. I was really thinking about that a lot today. And no hippie, I never really have to shave my beard because I usually set myself on fire once it hits a certain length, or I put my head over a candle or something. There's always fire involved in this beard, so I really don't have to shave it. Soon it'll get about this much longer, and then it'll be set on fire. So
what you're talking about is like the gray that's in it is really not gray. It's probably ash.
yeah. Each one of those gray hairs is from a different student that stressed me out.
Maybe like this. Hey, Rick's in here. Rick's saying it up for the he's a vet, Navy vet as well, also a Vietnam vet.
Thank you, Rick, for serving. Like, I appreciate everything you've done. Yes, sir.
So it's I've been thinking about Weimar a lot too, and it sucks. I mean, but all we can do is we can carry on. We can always talk about them. Got stories, because man, we got stories for days whenever it comes to Weimar. So I mean, that's where he lives. He lives in our thoughts. He lives in our memories and everything like that. So that's exactly the way it's supposed to be, man. That's all nothing but the best.
Yeah, I don't know. Today, man, it was really hard, man. Like it was really hard for me today. I don't know why. I went to the bathroom in there in the plaza, and I saw that card setting up on the end of the desk where George was sitting, and I was like his what's it called? The little card from the funeral with his picture on it. Yeah, that was there, and I was like, dang, dude. And then last night I found out that my friend Ponce, he was a senior chief in the Navy, retired, and he passed away yesterday or in the last few days. So it was kind of messed up too.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, it happens. Like,
it does happen.
It happens, but
like I told you guys, I told Justin, I've heard taps being played way too many times, man. It's something that it sucks. So like even like during his memorial, you guys saw that even whenever it was played, when taps was played, I lost it, and I lost it even whenever when my grandfather passed. Whenever we had to do the flag ceremony there, that is something that song is just like that song will hit me, or that tune will hit me every single time.
Yeah,
so it'll hit you hard.
It will. That like just all those. It's just how it's played and everything. Like it's.
Well, and also if you look into history, like what taps is.
Yeah.
The taps being played goes back to World War I. And it was about, so the playing of taps was a signal between both fronts to allow basically the people to go out there and collect their dead. So that was the sound that was played on our side for us to be able to go out and to collect our dead and bring them back to the trenches. So it's steeped in tradition. Every time actually is whenever you're on a naval installation or even on any military installation, taps is played at night whenever the flag is retired. So every night that flag is lowered at sunset, and when that flag is lowered, that's when taps is played. So it's a very emotional tune that you end up hearing. Not everybody knows that. Everybody thinks it's just the sound or the song or whatever, and it will get you. But whenever you think about what it means and what's it's kind of like it's a final farewell. So that's what'll hit you.
Yeah. Yep, I agree completely.
But anyway, yeah, Veterans Day, thank a vet, man. Every vet's got their own story. I'll tell you that right now. If you want to find out the story, ask them, and I'll tell you, we got a ton of stories. Some of the stories we may not necessarily be able to tell you in polite company, but the
I never
we got
asked for no. I never asked any stories or stuff like that from any vets because, like, I just like to me, it's more of they may not want to talk about that. Just like whenever people ask me, like whenever I was in corrections for 13 years, hey, tell me some stories about that, or what's the worst thing you ever seen, or what's the messed up thing you ever seen. I'm like, I really don't want to talk about that. Like,
right.
it's like I don't know what's the worst thing I ever seen. I seen some bad stuff. Like I seen so much bad stuff that it just turned into the normal to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like
You become numb.
cut off a body part. Like you name a male body part, and I've done seen it cut off. So like, and somebody holding it at the door and saying, "Hey, I cut this off." Like I worked in a psych facility for a while.
Well,
So
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know,
it
especially with my stint in corrections, I can tell you that there's a lot of stuff that what I've seen. Then you become there's a part of it that you kind of start becoming numb to, and even the stuff that I've seen in the military, the stuff that I've seen in corrections and in law enforcement, you have to end up becoming numb to it because if you don't, it'll start affecting you
Bro,
even more.
Rick says that he used to live by the base and he could hear it every single night. It was
Um,
painful.
yeah, and it is painful, and you hear that every night. It's a constant reminder, and it'll get you. And the same thing, even national anthem even still gets me. There's parts of it that still get me, even with the national anthem side of it. There's a whenever, and I'm sure anybody that obviously that lives in the United States is going to still feel that or that type of deal for the flag and for the national anthem. But there's a different thing to be said when the people that have raised their right hand and gave a check to the United States payable up into your life and put your life on the line for that flag. So that's why you had some. I always want. I will never let a flag touch the ground. If I end up seeing a flag that's dirty or something to that effect, I'll take offense to it. I'll talk to the person like, hey man, you don't want to be flying the dirty flag. It's like there's people have died for that flag. My friends have died for that flag. I have fought for that flag.
That's why every time I have a question about my flag, I'm always like, "Hey, man, is this fine? Is this fine? Is this fine?" Like, I'm sure I probably get annoying with you, but I want to make sure
No,
that I'm not
it's
getting
not. All you're doing
disrespected.
is you're asking the question. And I have no problem. I have no problem answering that because I know that what you'll do is you'll also pass it down to your kids, and that way that we keep up the traditions and the laws for the flag.
Yeah, exactly. I just try to be real respectful with it. So
Oh yeah, and the thing is, and especially even I've seen that flag draped over enough coffins to be like there's something that's different. It's different for me, and it's different for most vets. So it's a it's a big deal. But yeah. But anyway, I don't want to get on the dark side, but yeah, there's that whole familyhood, that that whole camaraderie, everything like that it is out here in trucking, guys. I'll tell you that right now. Get out here with my veteran guys. Get out here. We're out here ready to rock and roll, man. You ain't alone. We're out here for you.
How about those? I'm seeing those flags on the back of trailers, man. They are filthy and torn up, and people are hanging those things on the back of trucks and the back of the trailers and stuff. Like, how do you feel about that?
I understand where they're coming from with it. I don't necessarily. I'm not going to be upset for the fact that they're flying it. I'm going to err on the side of ignorance. They don't know that it's not supposed to be flown in inclement weather. They don't know that whenever that flag is tattered and torn, that it needs to be retired in the proper way. So there's rules and regulations for that flag, and up to a reason. That's why I say that I'll approach them and I'll tell them what they need to do. Like, hey, you need to make sure that you're doing this correctly. You need to make sure that you retire it correctly. Here, you can take it to the Boy Scouts, or you can take it to the VFW, you can take it to the American Legion, and they'll retire it the way that it needs to be retired. Don't ever just throw a flag away. If it ends up being tattered and torn or what have you, fold it up respectfully, give it to the Boy Scouts, or like I said, VFW, American Legion. They will retire it in the way that it needs to be retired.
Oh, really? You can take the flag somewhere and they can take care of it.
You can. Flag Day is actually a big one that you can actually take it to VFW. You can take it to even fire departments. They actually have the fire departments. They know how to retire the flag the proper way, because the flag needs to be burned. If it touches the ground, if it becomes tattered and torn, the flag actually needs to be burned. So flags don't get thrown away and everything like that. So there's a lot when it comes to it. There's pamphlets on it. There's flag law. So
I need to make sure that I get that flag over there taken care of. Read my Texas flag law, because I might be in trouble by it being so dark in here.
No, I think you're fine. It's not necessarily that dark in there. You have enough. I think you have enough light on it, but I'm also not a Texan, so.
Yeah, like, hey, we're the only state that can fly our flag equal to the United States in height legally.
I'm not gonna talk about Texas side of it. That there's just that's like a whole In-N-Out burger, Whataburger. It's going to turn into a fight. It's going to turn into some all kinds of crap. And see, now you got Rick into it. Now I can't go against my Navy brother. I mean, the thing is that I'm sorry you guys aren't up to an intellectual standard.
Oh, no. I don't want to show that comment. Did you read that before?
I say he knows how to get burned.
Thanks for reading it out loud. I was all like, oh.
Hey, man, you've already said that you know that you play with fire. You've already said that you've had that your beer's been smoked. And if anybody is on your channel that don't know, they don't pay attention.
Yeah. Hey,
it's been said on a constant basis on what happened to you July 4th.
My student right there, he didn't even he's been watching my channel, but he didn't even know I set myself on fire on July 4th. He was telling me his wife was watching my channel and she found where it said I set myself on fire, like a little video or something.
Yeah.
And he was all like, I didn't know you burned
video on it. Like, how the heck is somebody not supposed to know that you set yourself on fire? You made a video.
I know. I was all like, look at this. You can't tell, like, I'm burnt. Hey, Captain Banana, can you start blocking that?
Hey, set me up to where I can block that crap. Because I can't, for whenever we're in StreamYard, I can't delete comments.
You got to do it on your phone.
Oh.
There, I think I got it all.
Okay.
Or one of us did.
Yeah, it's the same dude that's come in here before, too. But
is it?
Yeah, I've seen that one a few times.
I block this dude every time he comes in here. I just don't get it.
I don't get it either. But yeah, that's that's getting into a whole Whataburger, In-N-Out burger type of, not even gonna get close to that.
Yeah. Yeah, we ain't getting into that today.
No, because I can go get my In-N-Out burger hat. All you have is a bag.
So the vote is over today.
You have until midnight tonight
to vote for JC.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, he broke the mic.
Nah, I just started coming undone.
So I guess we got till midnight tonight to put in your last vote for JC Rose. I think it was 30 and a half 30 and a half year Marine vet. Awesome guy.
Vet. Oh yeah.
Awesome guy to get that that truck. And you know, if he wins this, he gets the truck, and it'd be cool to get one of our prime guys to win this truck. And you know, he deserves it. He is such an awesome guy. He's became a trainer now.
Yes, he is. He was supposed to be, like I say, he was supposed to be on here tonight, but he's helping out another guy, another
Trainer.
He's helping out another trainer, actually a buddy of his, getting stuff ready because he's going on his first load.
Oh, okay. So he's still out there helping.
Yes, he is.
Oh, no hippie. Thanks for your service too. My bad. I forgot to even say that earlier. I was when we were talking. Sean, can you drop that link in there? You got that link handy to drop in the chat. Captain Banana was looking for it.
Yeah, I can. Hold on.
I don't have it in my computer. I need to get it in my, well, it's the last day of it. But man, he's an awesome guy, and hopefully he wins that brand new Kenworth. I mean, that would be awesome to, hey, here's your truck. Here's your truck, man. But
there we go. Hold on just a second.
I think I don't know if I put that one up, but the No Hippie says United States Marine Corps. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Marines are weird.
And then Cartlow says, "Prime time, happy Veterans Day, shipmate."
Oh, appreciate seeing it. That's shipmate side. Yep. That's the Navy side.
Hey, No Hippie, whenever that link gets in there, if you don't mind, drop your Marine brother vote on there before you go to bed, man. Hook them up.
Yep, I put it on. I put it on the comments, so it should be there by now. Is it not showing?
No, I don't see it yet.
Hold on.
How do I request you on the pad, Twisted? Hopefully getting badged tomorrow. Oh, if you're getting badged tomorrow, it's already too late. It has to be on your application. And I think Mike Trucking Venture actually told me about you because I'm pretty sure that you're the channel I watched the other day and that I subscribe to. And I don't have room for you on my truck right now. Like I'm full right now. And it was such a short notice, I couldn't get you, you know.
No, we are very, very busy out here right now.
Captain Banana says he's in Pittston. Hey, there's your link, Sean, right there.
Yep.
Boom. Y'all make sure that y'all please vote. Tonight's the last night for it, so we would really appreciate those last minute votes getting in for him. Like I said, he is an awesome guy. Awesome guy. He really deserves it. Like I feel in my heart that he deserves it. Like and whenever I see him, man, he always like just seeing him smile and how like energetic he is. Like he just makes you feel good.
That
like,
dude
he just makes you happy.
His motivation. I mean, his motivation. I have never seen somebody with the motivation that he has. That guy is so flippin' motivated. It's unreal. The man makes his own cadence while he's going down the road. He's got so much motivation. Like I don't get where he gets it from.
I could hear that whole pre-trip going down.
Mm-hmm.
Like 1, 2, No leaks under the truck. 3
Yeah.
and 4.
Exactly. That's exactly what he'll probably end up doing too.
General
If you give him
Hogan
ideas, it's going to be all on his YouTube video or his YouTube channel too.
He has a YouTube channel?
Yeah, he does. I'm not sure the name of it right now. I have to search for it because I know he's putting some content up.
When did this start?
Um,
I just talked to him today. He should have told me he was doing a YouTube channel. I would have been for sure watching that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure that I have to look for it because I mean he is so new with it. He's like don't like it yet or just yet. Like I'm waiting for him to get everything set up and then we'll start sharing his stuff.
You didn't push him into it like I did. You get in your truck and just hit record on your phone and record something.
Mm-hmm. I was going to do stuff. It started getting annoying. Just like, okay, like, well, he's going to keep freaking going at it. Fine. I'll just start the video. So then it just goes, it snowballs from there.
My videos are always raw and like, whenever I think about what I'm going to do for a video, like I just put that phone in front of me and I don't put much thought in it. I'm going to like, the video I made yesterday, I said, man, I'm going to talk about getting some more trainers out here. Maybe like we're short trainers. We need more trainers. Click record, boom. And that's what we got is just a talk. Like I'm just talking. I'm going to say whatever I feel like saying on that video. And if I mess up what I say, I'm still going to leave it in the video. Like I'm not going to edit it out. I'm too lazy for that. I'm just posting the video I made.
Now there's a few things that there's a few videos that actually I need to get on to doing. I know I was going to do a Veterans Day video, which I might do that after we get done here. There's quite a few different things I've been wanting to do. Another like with a training video, like basically your career in truck driving and progressing that career. So I mean, there's a lot of different ideas. I just haven't been bam on getting. Also, like when I start heading over to California, I'm actually going to be thinking about doing some videos on the way. So doing some truck stop videos, everything like that, and doing some stuff out there, doing some stuff out and maybe doing some stuff out in California. Maybe we can end up doing a live. We can do a live on location.
For sure.
So
for sure,
we'll do some cool stuff. We got some stuff in the works though.
Let me know if all that stuff's true about like how there's no fuel down there in the South and there's no fuel and they're only letting you buy 60 gallons of fuel at a time and all that stuff.
I've heard of it. And I've seen the messages on it, so I know that it's true. It's out there in the down there in the Southwest.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true or not because I haven't personally seen it, but I've been seeing this stuff on Facebook and I'm all like, man, like, what are we doing with this country? Why are we running out of fuel? Like, why can you only get 60 gallons? And then supposedly that one truck stop in Nevada where they had the tape around the pumps and they're all like, hey, you can't even buy fuel here till Saturday. And it was like on Tuesday or Wednesday, I seen the post and I was all like, you can't buy fuel there till Saturday. Could you imagine being out of fuel and rolling into that truck stop and going,
You're like, oh crap. Dude,
I'd have to get that. I just don't get it. Why are we running out of fuel like that?
All right, it's a lot. I'm sure it has a lot to do with politics and all kinds of stuff that I don't even want to start to get into.
Yeah, it's like they keep on trying to jack the price up of everything, man. That fuel's worth a lot more money if there's not much of it.
Exactly.
So,
but
I was just curious if they're really running out of, if they're really, those truck stops down there really don't have fuel in them.
I mean, I'll check it out. Obviously, I'm going to have to get fuel somewhere between here and California, so I will figure it out when I go out there and check it out. So I mean,
buy 60 gallons of fuel at every truck stop on the way, I guess.
Shoot, as long as I get my free shower, I'm good.
Right. Yeah, don't fuel up at the terminal before you leave like I did.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure that Oh, Rick's heading out for the night.
Good
Later,
night.
Rick.
Good night, Rick. We appreciate everything you've done, brother.
Oh yeah, buddy. I'll probably see you tomorrow, even though you probably don't wake up till 9 o'clock.
He hooked it up with some good breakfast burritos, man.
I was hearing some of this crap, and I didn't get none of it. I didn't get nothing.
There was no
What
breakfast.
the heck, Rick? Like that's some messed up stuff, man. You know
there
that
was-
I'm all about the tacos.
There was no breakfast tacos. I take that back. There was no breakfast
Now,
tacos.
see, now you lying. I can see it in your face. When you lie, your beard starts twitching. When you lie, your beard starts twitching. That's exactly what you're doing right now. You bull crap. I know that's exactly what you're doing.
Hey, man, I just got back from COVID. I had to get something special.
Shoot. Like Rick, like you got some answering to do tomorrow, homeboy. We're going to talk.
my student told me today, like, I don't know if this is true or not, but my student told me today, since I had COVID, I can't even get COVID for 30 days, no matter how much I'm exposed to it. Like, it's not possible.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, but I mean, we don't we know some stuff about COVID, but I don't think we know all about it yet.
I'm not testing it. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna test it. I'm not. If somebody's like, I'm already a germaphobe. Like,
oh yeah, you are,
dude. I went to the bathroom today, and I went to the bathroom in the plaza today. A lot of stuff happened there, but I was coming out
in the bathroom.
Yeah, lots of stuff in the bathroom. Sounds bad, but anyway,
sounds really bad.
You know how they got that hook on the bottom of the door? You kick it open with your foot.
Yeah.
I kicked that thing open, kicked it open with my foot because I don't like touching the handle. And then I went back to the truck, and my student said, I was wondering what that piece of metal was for. I always wondered that. I thought it was so it wouldn't hit the door.
Hit the wall.
Oh, look, the truth comes out. Look at this.
No, look, he didn't offer crap. Because the thing was, I didn't get any of these tacos. He didn't even talk to me, offer me no tacos. So, Rick, I don't know what you putting out there.
Rick would never lie. He's from Texas. He would never lie. If he offered you some tacos, he meant it. He offered you some tacos. You can't call a Texan a liar right there. That's a Texan right there.
I'll call him exactly what I'm calling him. You didn't offer no tacos.
Look at Cartload.
We're gonna talk tomorrow. We're gonna talk tomorrow, Rick.
Look at Cartload over there. Prime time. You should do a live from In and Out.
That's a good idea. I might do that. You know what? Whenever I get out to Cali, because I know my dad and my brothers are watching this. So the thing is, we going to In and Out Burger. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We are going.
Oh gosh.
And Dad's playing for it.
You freeloader. You should be taking your family out with all that big trucker bucks you make. I know you're making all that trucker money.
Yeah, man. You know how you keep the trucker money? By not spending the trucker money. Like, i.e. the $7 microphone that I have here, the $7 webcam that I have right here, instead of buying the $300 GoPro.
Can we tell them what you do to get your equipment so cheap?
Oh, bin stores.
Yeah, bin stores. Sean PrimeTime Fitz is highly addicted to bin stores.
Hey, there's not an addiction. I get some pretty dang cool stuff, and when you're talking about
he was not letting
$50, almost like $100 setup when it comes to the microphone, the camera is legit. All of this stuff, man, I can't beat that. I got a bag full of stuff over here, man.
See
what? Got a studio in a bag, and there's stuff that's in that room that's over there that I know that you have that we got from bin stores.
Yeah, I got that mic stand. I got that mic stand.
You He has a tripod that is in my bag that he's supposed to be taking care of.
That's a nice tripod.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh man, those bin stores are cool, but like I'm over there trying to work, and he's all like, "Hey, let's go to the bin store." I'm all like, I can't say no because I might find something I need in there.
We
And
need to
it's
go. Tomorrow is
fun.
restock day. Guess what we doing? We going.
Nope. Trying to hide over here.
We're gonna talk to Sarah. Sarah will go.
Dude, she wants to go. Like, she wants to go bad.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about. So, like, when the In-N-Out deal, we might do a freaking a live from In-N-Out. That's what I might do that.
I was in Ontario, California at the TA Taco Bell. What has the world come to? Why are you hating on Taco Bell? Or you hating on Taco Bell?
I have no idea.
Yeah, Captain Banana's right. He says you might find something you didn't know you needed. Exactly.
And see, now look what you're doing. Now my dad's saying or texting me and being like, "Yeah, dinner's on you," and he calling me cheapskate. Where the heck you think I learned it from?
That's what I'm talking about, bro. You gotta treat your dad, man. Gotta take care of him.
Shoot, my brothers are paying for it. Yeah, Kyle, you paying for it. Go for it.
Yeah.
Oh man. But
I can see it.
I haven't been out. I was talking to my dad today, and I haven't been out to California since I haven't seen them since I graduated. Since I graduated in San Diego, so we're talking a year and a half. We're talking a year and a half. We're talking, and the things I haven't really been at a family function on that side of it, like a Thanksgiving. I haven't been to Thanksgiving out in Cali in 3 years. So, I mean, heck, the last 2 years been at Justin's house.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm looking forward to getting out there, man. It's going to be a ball.
Oh, I'm glad you're going home, man. You work too much.
My dad says, honor your father with dinner. That ain't gonna work like that.
Yeah, you work too much, man. Dude, I never see you take a day off. I always know you're gonna be at work whenever I get there.
Yeah, I live at work. Like, I'll throw myself into work.
At least I don't gotta fight you over no trailer no more.
Well, I'm still trying to get 7-1. 7-1's over there getting the graphics wrapped. So it should be coming over here. Hope maybe tomorrow. I gotta get with Stan again in the morning, but hopefully it'll come back over here. I'll go pick it up.
Oh, let me know what your fuel mileage was on the way to California and back, or whatever you get that week, because I was pretty proud of myself. I ran a 9.65.
That's what you get whenever you go straight downhill.
Downhill, Denver, Colorado, downhill.
Okay, look. Well, going out, okay, coming from Denver or going to Denver?
The whole week. I went I did it all in 1 week. Up to Denver, to Nebraska, back down to
like, see, whenever you go into Nebraska, from going from Denver to Nebraska, you're coming downhill a little bit. So that's going to help your fuel mileage. Like if you come from Denver, like to Kansas or what have you, that's basically all downhill from there.
That COVID, man, that messed my lungs up because up in Colorado, I couldn't breathe. Like something about the elevation.
Well, you also hadn't been out there in forever. So, I mean, that's the same thing on my side. You haven't got acclimated. We used to go there all the time. We used to go up and down, elevation, everything like that. We'd be good.
Yeah.
Even used to Missouri.
It might all change in February. We might be back to out for a while, come back.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows what happens in February?
That's there's gonna be some stuff coming. I know that. So we'll see what happens. Captain Banana brought it up.
I'm not vaping. I don't vape in my house, period. But no, I have not vaped since before I got COVID. So like
Good job.
soon as I got COVID, I said, "Oh man, they say COVID attacks the lungs. Put that down." And I'm thinking about it every single day. But I'm like, I
Good on
don't
you,
want to
man.
vape. Like, dude, like I haven't like I quit smoking cigarettes a while back, and then I started vaping. But like the entire time, I've never ever not thought about smoking cigarettes. Never once.
Dang.
So I'm pretty sure that there was going to be the same way with the vaping. I'll drop it, but the thing is, I'll probably still think about it all the time.
Well, I'm sure it's just a habit, but I mean, your brain will get used to it after a while.
What a name right there.
Versatile duckling. Like, what the heck?
Dude, even the little picture of the duck is funny.
Oh yeah,
let me
it's like, what the heck is that?
throw that one up.
Dude, that's crazy.
I wonder if he has a YouTube channel. I might just subscribe to him just because of his name.
Oh
Check
yeah, Mad Cardinal Trade is asking about safety meeting. So, if y'all don't know, Prime has a safety meeting. Catch Banana brought it up a little bit earlier. Prime has a safety meeting every week that the heads of the company will be there to get free breakfast. So anything that's on the menu, you have the hotline, but you can also get steak and eggs. Everything is free. Robert takes care of that for us. We'll put out the safety information for the week. We have a whole bunch of guests that usually end up talking. So I mean, it's a good little thing to do. Everybody that's the new PSD guys, you guys go over there with your vest, and then you're acknowledged. Everybody applauds for you, and then you end up doing a tour of the facility. So I mean, it's a decent little deal.
Trucking classroom.
What?
That
Oh,
you know who Trucking Classroom is, right?
no, I thought that was the name of a video I did.
No. Trucking Classroom. Eric Crompton.
He's here. I seen him.
You seen him? That's who
Yeah.
Versatile Duckling is. I'm pretty sure.
Goofball.
Should have opened the door and pulled him in whenever he came by.
No, like he was here whenever I was setting everything up. But
I don't go to the safety meeting much. When is the safe? What is
He's
today?
right there. Eric's right there.
I'm pretty
staring
sure.
at him, and he's staring at his phone.
Well, tell
Why
him
would you be staring at your phone whenever you can see it happen right here?
because he's the Versatile Duckling. Tell him to get in there.
He's a versatile dummy.
Well, at least we found out who that was.
Yeah, like what, dude? Like, why the heck would you put a duck like that and call yourself Versatile Duckling? That just sounds weird.
Hey, I'm subscribed to. I did subscribe to Trucking Classroom though.
Well, apparently he's got multiple different flipping channels.
Yeah, I can tell. Like, I never even heard about the Duckling.
Is he trying to flex on the game, or is like what the heck, man?
Yeah, he abandons his channels and goes to the new one or something.
It was like a burner phone. Is it like a burner channel? It's just like, yeah, use this one up until he starts getting bad comments and then start a new one.
Yeah, pretty much. He was all like, wait a minute, I messed that channel up. Let me just throw that phone out.
Yeah, let me go ahead and just completely just take my face off of it, and let me put this little duck, which looks
He's all like, bye, phone.
Weird. But oh yeah, because now I can hear the echo. I can hear myself out in the foyer because I know he's got the freaking, or he's got his phone on speakerphone.
Yeah, I could kind of hear it whenever you walk by and you were pointing them out.
Yeah, now he walks outside. Yeah, stay outside.
I'm surprised he ain't messing with you, like.
Oh, I have the door barricaded. He ain't getting in here.
Like licking the window or something at the door or
You
something.
lick the window, that's how you get COVID.
Oh yeah, don't lick the window.
You don't lick window here. I mean, no, you don't want to do that. That's a bad day.
You window licker.
But all right, dude, it's getting late here. We're an hour and 30 minutes into this.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Oh, my timer's behind my camera, so I didn't even see that.
Yeah, it does a really good job there, don't it?
All right, guys, we're out of here. Primetime Fitz, thanks for your service. To all the vets out there, thank you for your service. And if you're a vet looking to come to Prime, make sure you're definitely checking out the channel over there, Primetime Fitz. I mean, it has great content, and he's a veteran doing some trucking and veteran videos, and it's a pretty good channel. So definitely check it out and subscribe. And
guys, hit me up. My link or my email is in the descriptions of my my newer videos. Hit me up. Any questions? If you just want to chat, man, or if you're feeling down or whatever, hit me up. I'll do whatever I can for you guys.
Yeah, definitely. So we're out of here. Thanks everyone for watching, staying tuned, and listening to all of our antics tonight. Like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell. Get my latest lives. Get my newest videos. Also, in the description, there's a link to fill out an application and get my recruiter. My recruiter's good. Don't forget to drop that referral code, COXDJO. Also, my phone number is 417-894-8098. Drop me a call.